Guess who's in charge? Cha-cha-cha. I am in charge. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, alright. That's enough of that. You know what? No, it's not. One more round. Guess who's in charge? Cha-cha. Suffer with us. Show us that you care.
You came up with those lyrics out of nowhere.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you a nickel. It doesn't cost a dime.
It's audio ducking with Hawk and Jemima.
Yeah.
Huck, you're really hyping yourself up as being in charge of everything.
Well, aren't I?
No, you're not. You're the boss and manager of 4 radio producers for 4 radio shows. One of which is Huck for audio ducking, and your only power is really just to supervise, make sure things go well, and if something doesn't go well, and that is for some reason the producer's fault, you have to discuss it with the producer or potentially find a new producer, but the producers seem to be doing fine, so I don't know how you plan on justifying your job.
Well, I'm also in charge of you.
I mean, Huck's in charge of me. I'm hosting his radio show. You know, the one that he's producing, the one he's the boss of.
Yeah, but since I'm in charge of him, I could veto anything he tells you to do.
I mean, I guess you...
Sure, Huck's your boss. Sure, he is producer and, manager of hosts, boss of hosts, what have you. But since I'm Huck's boss, I get the final say, technically, if I want to.
Yeah?
And to eliminate any confusion, I'll just go ahead and fire Huck.
No, you can't do that.
Why not? You're not my boss.
Yeah, but you're not the boss of everyone.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean to say that if you abuse your power, you're not going to get to keep your job. There are still people above you.
Who? Wait, wouldn't my boss be that, Canadian guy?
You mean the guy on the phone who gave you the job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he was Joe Mama Eggatron's boss, and since I now have Joe Mama Eggatron's job, that makes him my boss.
Yeah.
Well, he likes me.
I'm sure he does.
And since he gave me the job, why would he fire me?
That's not how things work, Hawk. You can still get fired if you abuse your power. If you fire Huck without a reason, I promise you're not going to keep the job.
Yeah, well, here's my reason. Huck isn't necessary.
Every radio show needs a producer.
Why? What's he do?
Well, in general, a producer makes financial and business decisions, so if we need to expel extra cost for some special episode, Huck makes those decisions. In this case, he's also either finding guests or jurisdicting who finds the guests and then approving them. He's hosting the hosts in the section of the building, the property that he owns.
Wait, Huck doesn't own the whole
He
building?
doesn't need the whole building if he only uses the one floor.
What are the other floors for?
I don't really know, but I'm sure you'll find out. I mean, now that you're in charge of 4 different radio shows, I'd venture to say 1 or 2 of them are probably in this building. I'm pretty sure that's what most of this building is for. It is a recording studio, after all.
Well, Huck's had me living under the illusion that he owns this whole building. How much money is he really making from this anyway?
Well, the radio station wanted a radio show. Huck came together and formed audio ducking with us. He got paid a lot for that alone. For being the producer of the show, he's getting paid. Of course, there's also money from the sponsors and such. I mean, of course, the radio station gets a cut, but Huck's doing okay. I don't know the full, financial scope of things, but he's definitely making some money.
More than us?
Probably. I mean, more than me, at least. And more than you used to make. But now that you're
The boss Hawk.
That's right, the boss Hawk. You're probably doing better.
Ha! Doing better than Huck. Huck, you hear that? I'm doing better than you.
Called.
I called.
I never thought I'd live to see the day where you were in charge of me by technicalities and rank. However, if you think I'm going to do anything that you ask me to do, you're wrong.
And in that case, you're fired.
But I need the money.
Yeah, well, I need the obedience as your boss. So, being your boss, I demand the obedience, 'cause you know why?
Why?
I'm your boss.
You're my boss.
I am your boss.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Fine. What do you want me to do?
Well, for starters, why don't you go back to your office and leave us alone to do the show?
All right.
Wow, Jemima, I can't believe it. I am in charge of everyone now. I'm in charge of you, I'm in charge of Huck, I'm in charge of Kyle.
Yeah, it sure is something, Hawk. But I mean, you're not going to abuse that, I'm sure, right?
Of course not. I'm just, enjoying the beauty of my win.
Yeah, well, you know what? Welcome back to Audio Ducking. I can now say that I am your host, Jemima.
And I am your co-host and boss, Hawk Webb. I may not be the host of Audio Ducking, but I am still the boss.
Yeah, and I'm the host.
Yeah, but I'm the boss.
Yeah, but I'm the host.
Uh-huh.
Hawk, when Huck was your boss, I mean, he's still my boss, Did he ever join the show?
No, he never did, unless he was interrupting in the background because we were doing something terrible that we weren't supposed to be doing on air.
Yeah, right. And we didn't even know Joe Mama Eggatron, I mean Huck's boss, we didn't even know him until he came to studio. Did he ever show up on air and, try to be the co-host?
Nope.
No, he didn't. He just sat there and performed his boss duties. So, that's what you're gonna do.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm the host of the show, meaning I run the show.
Well, but I'm the boss of the host and the producer, meaning
by all means you shouldn't even be here.
Huh?
I mean, you asked the Canadian guy if the co-host could step up and be the boss of the producer, the manager, or whatever. But I don't think you can remain co-host.
I'm the boss. I have the highest ranks. I can be whatever I want to be.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, prove it.
All right, you know what? I am your host, Hawk Webb.
What? No!
Well, why not?
Because I don't know.
Well, I'm the boss. So I am, telling you to step down to co-host, and therefore I will step back into host position and be the boss and manager.
No, that's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work. Well, that's what you say, but, it looks like it's working. Welcome back to Audio Ducking. I am your host, Hawk Webb. This is your co-host, Jemima. I am also the, boss's boss. The guy who's in charge of Jemima, I'm in charge of him.
Yeah, you're also in charge of multiple other radio shows, which I believe you're supposed to be reviewing later this afternoon.
What do you mean?
Well, according to the paper here, yep, you need to go sit in on an episode of Visual Chickening at 1 o'clock. You have to go sit in on an episode of Feeling Turkeyish at 3 o'clock.
What am I going to do in the time between 1 and 3?
Well, that's how long you're going to be with Visual Chickening. And then at the Feeling Turkeyish, you're going to be, 3 to 5. Yep, 2 hours there. And then from 5 to 7, you'll be with, Riding Backseat with Clark Wayne.
You mean for 6 straight hours I'm going to be reviewing shows?
Well, that's what Joe Eggy Mama Tin Eggy Tron Mom did.
Joe Mama Eggatron.
Joe Mama Eggatron, yeah.
Well, as the boss, I command myself to not do any of those things and stay right here.
You can't do that.
What do you mean?
You're not the boss of radio as we know it. Look, I mean, you took a job, Hawk. You took a job. And that job put you above Huck, and that job puts you above me. But that job also gives you responsibilities. You can't be above Huck and me if you don't keep your responsibilities. Now, right now, it is 12:45. You have 15 minutes to get down to Visual Chickening. Chop, chop!
No, I am the boss. I can show up late. I'm in charge. Nothing happens without me. Therefore, if I show up late, things just start late. That's how it goes.
Yeah, and then you get fired and lose your position.
No, I do the firing. I fire people.
Yeah, well, you're an idiot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Am I?
You are.
Well, you know what?
What?
Sweep under the table.
Huh?
On your hands and knees, Jemima. Hands and knees. Sweep under the table.
Well, you can't make me do that.
I'm your boss. I actually can.
No, you can't. You don't have jurisdiction to make me...
Read this, Jemima.
What is it?
It's my job description.
Determines what is done.
And I'm determining what is going to be done. What is going to be done is you are going to clean the studio for all of the listeners to enjoy. Set a good example.
Well, what if I don't do it?
Then you'll be in trouble.
What, you're gonna fire me? You're gonna fire your girlfriend, Hawk? How do you think that's gonna go, huh?
I don't know. I mean, I assume we'll remain a couple.
Yeah, you know what? You fire me, we're done.
Oh, yeah? Well, if we're done, you're fired.
Well, we're not done.
Well, then you're not fired.
If only I could think of something to withhold from Hawk to gain leverage. Ah, shoot. All right, fine, I'll sweep.
Get sweeping.
I'm sweeping already.
Whoa, stand in a straight line. Write your name in chalk. It's great to be on top like me, 'cause I am the boss Hawk.
How does that look, Boss Hawk?
Oh, it looks great.
Great.
Except you missed a spot.
Where?
Right there in the corner. See it? Oh, polish my new shades. Clean my dirty socks. It's great to be in charge like me, 'cause I am the boss Hawk.
You still have to go down to Visual Chickening and review the show.
Oh, I know.
You know, you're going to be very, very busy in this new position, Hawk.
Yeah, I'm aware. Oh, papers pile up in my office. Please don't knock. I've got work to do. It's clear to see, but I'm still the best boss, Hawk.
Hawk!
Ah, Huck! Am I in trouble? I mean, hey, Huck. Why don't you try approaching me a little more professionally?
All right, sure. Hi, Mr. Webb. I regret to inform you that you have one of two decisions that you're going to have to make. Number one, you can give up your position as boss and manager of radio shows, Or you can step back down to being the co-host.
Pardon?
The co-host, the one that doesn't talk as much.
What do you mean?
If you want to keep your job, you can't be the host. The Canadian guy just called in and informed me that you were going to have to pick one or the other. He said it may be unethical and could cause potential bias in the workplace if the host of the show is in charge of his own show that is being aired nationwide.
Oh.
Yeah. He also said the co-host needs to be a co-host and should not be talking as much as the host. So, if you're going to remain the boss, you better keep your mouth shut and only add to the conversation when absolutely necessary. Isn't that right, Jemima?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's right. Uh-huh. Yeah, pick one.
Oh, fine, Jemima, you can be the host, but I'm still the boss. I'm still in charge of you. I'm still on top, and I am still winning.
But are you really? I mean, you used to be the host of audio ducking. You kind of prided yourself in that. Now you're just a has-been. A lame co-host.
Yep. A lame co-host.
A lame co-host.
A lame co-host. And with that being said, I am your host, Jemima Wad, and this is my co-host, Hawk Webb, who will only talk when absolutely necessary. Don't worry. Right, Hawk?
Is now a necessary time to talk?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I will only talk when necessary. I will just be sitting here, silently, being in charge.
Yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds like a real accomplishment right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And also, Jemima, I command you to, never mind.
Wow, feels great to be the boss Hawk, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You know why?
Why?
'Cause Boss Hawk is a bad butt name. That's why.
Yep, dumb butt with a bad butt name.
I could fire you for that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well then I won't make you any more rice pudding.
Oh no, wait, really?
Yeah,
You mean if I fire you, you'll never make me rice pudding again?
yeah. I never will make you rice pudding again, ever.
Oh, man. All right. Fine. We'll keep you around. For now. Just for now.
Yeah, boss Hawk indeed. I hate this.
I kind of do too.